Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be at. I'm going to do a series. I am going to do a series of countries that I suggest from experience with my years and years of traveling, um, probably decade of traveling and getting into various quote unquote relationships. I'm going to go through a series of countries where if you meet women from these countries, you should not seek a relationship. Uh, Matter of fact, if they want to seek a relationship with you, you should block them and run the other direction immediately. The first country that I'm going to discuss is Uganda. And I'm going to first give you some history of Uganda. Uh, I'm going to keep the political stuff out of it. I'm going to keep the war stuff out of it. You can find that on YouTube in your own free time. I've spent a good 30 days in Uganda, at least. I've been there twice myself. Uganda is a poverty stricken country. Uh, you're going to have to search far and wide to find those that are living far above the poverty line, and those that are living far above the poverty line are in some shape, fashion, or form a government representative or someone in power. The economics, the business standpoint, is not great. Um, it's just not a place where you can say, "Hey, I'm Ugandan. I'm going to school. I'm going to college. I'm going to get out and want to find me a nice job." It's just not realistic. I'm giving you the history to also tell you why you're going to have issues dating women from these countries or this country in particular. The poverty. These women, whether they went to school or not, are looking for a way to get out of poverty, right? They're looking for any shape, fashion, form, or man they can have to get out of poverty. They are looking for a way out, right? If you're in poverty and you're like, there's one or two ways I want to get out of this, and one of those ways is a man, of course, you are going to seek the next best average looking man to help you get out of poverty. So the women from this particular country, uh, they're not picky. I might do a video on Ugandan women liking white men. I think I touched on that, but I can go a little bit deeper. They're not picky. You're going to be their meal ticket. If you're doing better than a Ugandan, which if you're working at McDonald's in the States, you're doing better than a Ugandan. If you are doing better than a Ugandan, you're high value. You're high value. They are going to use you. They're going to tell you you're attractive. They're going to give you some sex. They're going to spend time with you. They're going to text you and WhatsApp you and video chat you to have you feeling that you are special. So it will be easy for you to have emotions for them. It will be easy for you to get attached to them. So let's go down the list. One, it's poverty. The country is poverty is his middle name. I know they call it the pearl of Africa, maybe the sand of Africa, maybe the dirt of Africa. I don't know where they got the pearl of Africa from, but it's struck in poverty. So women are only using men to get out of poverty. Two, if you do your history, I'll tell you right now, if you take a woman out of the house, whether it's a parent's house, a brother's house, a sister's house, her house. If you take a woman out of the house, you are in some shape, fashion, or form obligated to marry her. It is an unwritten rule that if you cohabitate with a Ugandan woman, you are supposed to marry her. She is going to press you to marry her. She's going to give you signs that you should be married. She's going to try to force an attempt to force you to get down on one knee and propose. These Ugandan women are tricksters. They're trapsters. They will have you in a relationship for months. Then they will say, "Hey, have you Googled my culture? Hey, have you heard about induction ceremonies?" They will throw hints to say, "Hey, it is time to marry me." These Ugandan women are master manipulators. I'm going to repeat that. These Ugandan women are master manipulators. They will use you. They will make you feel loved and cared for and cherished until it's time to throw those indirect words and sentences out there to tell you that you should marry them. Here is my thing on marriage. My one, I'm not sure I believe in marriage. That's one. Someone said before that marriage benefits the man. That's two. But I feel like if and when a man decides to marry a woman, he should propose and decide to marry her on his own time. I don't feel that marriage should be rushed. And dating a Ugandan woman, trust and believe, marriage is going to be rushed. All right, one, poverty they're trying to get out. Two, they're going to rush marriage. And I'm going to give you number three. Their family. Dating a Ugandan woman is like dating her brother. It's like Paul's. It's like dating her sister. It's like dating her mother. It's like dating her uncles. It's like dating her cousins. It's like dating her grandparents. Dating a Ugandan woman is like dating her whole family. Dating a Ugandan woman, you're going to have everyone in your business. She's going to talk to her siblings about your relationship. She's going to talk to her parents about your relationship. You're going to have no privacy whatsoever. Who wants to be in a relationship where what they do and say in their relationship and what's going on in their relationship is in the ears of her siblings, in the ears of her parents? There has to be some sort of privacy in a relationship. And with dating a Ugandan, you're not going to have that. I strongly advise men out there to stay far, far away from Ugandan women. Far, far away. I'm not sure if I said far, far away, but far, far away from Ugandan women. I'm going to give you the next one. They are, respectfully, and I've kind of touched on this on the first one. They're trying to get out of poverty. They are out to chase that gold bag. They are gold diggers. You are, and I feel that a man should provide and protect, but you are going to be sucked dry. Pause. I don't care if you have $100 in the bank on Monday, you're gonna have 99 cents in the bank on Tuesday. They are going to milk everything that they can out of you, and when you or if you ever lose your job, if you're ever on hard times, they're going to do nothing to help you. And that takes me to my next point. They're lazy. Ugandan women do not want to get a job. They don't want to provide. You can help them start a business. You can set up the business. You can do everything for the business. You can promote the business. You can financially set Ugandan up for success so they can have their own business, and they are going to be so lazy that they're not even going to put 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They're not going to put 30 days into this business. And I'm telling you this from experience. They're lazy. A Ugandan woman wants you to go to work every day and take care of her for the rest of her life while she sits at home on social media, while she sits at home, sleep, while she sits at home talking to her family. Ugandan women are lazy. And speaking of family, that takes me to my next point. You are obligated to send money to her mother every month. It's an obligation. So while her mother's lazy daughter is sitting at home on social media all day and sleeping and doing a bunch of nothing, you have to send money to her mother as well. Excuse me, pardon me, as you were. I've given you multiple reasons why you should not date Ugandan women. Don't get me wrong. Uh, some of them are beautiful, and I've said in a video. If you look in my Ugandan playlist, when I was there, I did not see very few, if any, attractive Ugandan women. The majority of them are not the attractive ones. You're going to be hard pressed to find them. They're going to go to these upscale Ugandan places that you probably never heard of, and they're only out for people that have name and power. But if you're walking around, motorbike, taxi, malls, stores, cinemas, whatever, groceries, you're not going to find attractive women. I don't know where they're at in Uganda. I'm sure there are some in Uganda, but they must be hiding under a rock. But there are, in their defense, some attractive women in Uganda. But the number one country I would suggest not to visit and not to pursue a relationship with, relationship. Now, say relationship. Do not get into a relationship with Ugandan women. Any questions, comments, or concerns, leave it in the comments. I'm telling you this from experience. I don't want uh, what has happened to me happen to you as far as learning the hard way. Until next time. You subscribe, you like,